What's up, everybody? Well, today I thought I would do another full house cleaning to test vacuum cleaning performance. This time I thought I would feature my latest acquisition, this Hoover Soft and Light Supreme. One of the two Soft and Light Supremes that I have owned. I had another one, a blue Soft and Light Supreme with the 12 amp motor that unfortunately I don't have anymore. I recently picked this up because this one is not the 12 amp version like the one I used to have. It's got a 7 amp motor, which was the traditional low amperage Elite of the time. And this one does have the same brush roll as the other one, the green soft bristle brush roll, which if you've seen me doing the full house cleaning on my blue Hoover Runabout that uses the same style brush roll, but the only difference is that one doesn't have the cutouts in the brush roll meant to contour this bottom plate. So there will be a little bit of a cleaning difference, but not by much compared to that Runabout. But I did point out in that video with the Runabout running this same style brush roll is that the brush roll is not very stiff. These green bristles are pretty soft. So the vacuum will be mostly relying on airflow to get good carpet cleaning performance. And the blue Runabout was no exception to that. It practically has the same motor as this does. So it's mostly relying on the motor's airflow from the 7 amp motor with a 7-bladed fan impeller. This brush roll does work good in the 12 amp motor because the 12 amp has a factory 20 blade fan, and the motor turns at a much higher RPM than the 7 amps do. So you can imagine there is a little bit difference in carpet cleaning performance compared to the 12 amp. But let's go ahead and get to full house cleaning with this. Unfortunately, due to cord length, I have to plug it into the middle of my room to get the entire vacuuming in one take. Not a major deal, but here we go. good, runs very nice in all its screaming, overly loud Hoover glory. But for now, let's go ahead and analyze the carpet lines. Grooming action seems to be pretty good, but you will notice you do have some late model Elite issues where you have the obvious 3 lines because of the design of the bottom sole plate with the 3 plastic ingest bars. And I would like to make a couple of remarks regarding this brush roll. The agitation on this is somewhat there. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. Like I said, because of the softness of the bristles, this vacuum is mostly relying on its airflow to get the best carpet cleaning performance. And keep in mind, this has only a 7-bladed fan on the original 7-amp motor. Maybe one of these days I'll probably do another one where I put a motor that, a 7-amp one that has a 20-blade fan, which that is known to increase suction and airflow by a marginal bit. And maybe you get a little bit better performance even with a single row soft bristle brush roll. So good grooming, but agitation is not as good compared to even one that has a red or a blue bristle. But let's go ahead and continue on and see what results we get in the end. right, now the full house cleaning is all complete. And let's go ahead and see what this guy picked up. It's probably going to be about the same results as when I did the blue runabout, because it has the same soft bristle single row brush roll, and I also ran it with the 7-blade fan in a 7-amp motor. But if anything, there's going to be somewhat of a tiny little difference because of the cutouts in the brush roll to clear the bottom plate that they did in later years. So let's see what we got. Definitely a bit of fine dust in. Quite a bit of pet hair as well. And a lot of fibrous material from the downstairs rug. But as usual, I like to keep my vacuuming to about a week's worth. So this is actually very impressive. And I would like to keep in mind, because the bristles are so soft and there's only one row of them, this vacuum is mostly relying on airflow to get the best carpet cleaning performance. And I don't know about you, but I would say the airflow on this is quite fantastic if it's able to pull up that much dirt with a single row brush roll. However, it's not perfect. The agitation is not as aggressive as some of the stiffer brush rolls, so it's probably not going to get as deep down into the carpet as some of the stiffer brush rolls, even the single rows. But I would say this is pretty good for what it is. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this full house cleaning with the Hoover Soft and Light Supreme. Be sure and stay tuned, and don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.